In this podcast, we meet Aika Kirei, a filmmaker on a mission to ignite a love for conservation among Tanzania's youth. From bustling cities to forgotten lakes, her journey is a captivating tale of passion and hope. Through animation and community stories, she is inspiring a new generation of environmental stewards. Please come along with me. My name is Steve Mokaya. Aika Kirei, a filmmaker and National Geographic Explorer from Tanzania, has dedicated herself to spreading the message of conservation through the medium of film, with a special emphasis on reaching school-aged children. Despite being raised in Dar es Salaam, the bustling heart of Tanzania, Kirei has always felt a deep connection to the environment. Her goal is to inspire the younger generation of her country to become stewards of nature's legacy. Thus, she embarked on her journey of producing conservation films in 2017.
I was born and raised in Dar es Salaam, in the city, and my love of environment and nature and conservation has always been like a running theme in most of the work that I do. Starting in around 2017-18, I was really looking at what can I do that can raise awareness, and which age group can I start working with that can raise a kind of a consciousness or awareness about the importance of preserving nature. And I really wanted to work with children. So I wrote a script for an animation called Chiku Nakatope, and found animators I could work with and actors and stuff, and just it was kind of feeling my way around. I'd never done animation before, but I was like, and there wasn't any animation in Kiswahili in my country about conservation. So I made a little short story. It was about 10 minutes. We worked on it. It was so much fun.
In 2022, a few years later, she seized an opportunity to participate in a diving and conservation lab organized by the Nature, Environment and Wildlife Filmmakers, NUF. Through this immersive training experience in Sodwana Bay Dive Center in South Africa, her abilities in communicating conservation messages flourished, and her passion for nature deepened significantly.
In August 2022, I saw a call out from NUF, inviting people storytellers to do a diving lab. And I was like, how amazing is that? I've always wanted to see our oceans, and there haven't really been that opportunity, like the equipment and just the chances in Tanzania to be able to dive. So I was so excited, signed up quickly, and we went to Sodwana, dove there. That was incredible, such an amazing experience.
Several years ago, while researching for environmental knowledge in Tanzania, she stumbled upon intriguing articles discussing the lakes that once graced Dar es Salaam. This spark of curiosity stayed with her. When National Geographic Society announced a call for freshwater storytellers through its World Freshwater Initiative, she submitted her pitch, which fortunately was accepted. This propelled her into the depths of this captivating story. She went on to unearth numerous discoveries and fascinating findings along the way.
So from there, what happened was I submitted a grant to National Geographic to make a film about the lakes in Dar es Salaam, which I had rediscovered in my adulthood that there were lakes in the city. And I was born here, raised here, never knew anything about it. So about, I think 5 years before the grant call was issued, I had come across articles and I was really interested to finding out more, but I didn't know where to start, how to go. So when this grant call came out, the first idea was this needs to be the story that I apply. So thankful that it was accepted. And so I started the journey of making the documentary last year in around April. And through that journey, discovered so many things that I'd not known, met, the people who used to know what Dar es Salaam used to look like in the past, and they shared their stories, the old residents there, and then spoke to some scientists and some older scientists, younger scientists. What really came across was across all ages, few people, even in the sciences, people who are doing research in water, people who are in these fields that should know, do not know that there used to be lakes. There's no information, so we don't have these kinds of resources when it comes to information and data collection and the preservation of history and when it comes to our nature.
She incorporated the stories shared by elder members of the community and relied on the existing natural evidence to craft her film. She opted for animation to captivate her primary audience, the Tanzanian school children.
Our coverage is mostly in the 1950s going forward. And the main lakes that used to exist in the city were Lake Mwananyamala, Lake Tandale, Lake Magomeni. Then we've got Lake Tenga and other lakes. So we're tracing where were the lakes, how were they used? Because we don't have any archival information, we recreate the usage through the stories of the residents that used to be there, and then we animate those stories. And we trace what happened to those lakes, where are they now, why did they change, and what condition are they in, and what made them come into this condition.
The film has already been showcased in 9 city schools, and there are ongoing efforts to broadcast it on a national TV station. Aika chose to direct the documentary towards children because she believes they are particularly receptive to positive environmental influence. She hopes this will instill a lasting commitment to conservation as they mature.
At that age, it's easy for them to kind of come with you on the journey that you're telling, the story that you're telling them, and kind of also be positively inspired by the stories that they hear, and also to they're kind of more open in receiving that information, and it's also like a good time to kind of start shaping their thinking about the world, about nature. So when they become adults, it's something that they've internalized, and it's something that comes second nature to them in a way, and it's something that they will practice and work and walk in.
While her primary focus lies in conveying conservation messages to young audiences, she also engages with adults by imparting knowledge about Tanzania's natural resources and their historical significance for communities. She says there is a substantial knowledge gap between people and these resources, which she attributes to the careless handling of the environment. Regrettably, she notes that this knowledge gap is entrenched within the education curriculum.
We try to see also, why has there been like this dearth of information about these lakes? Why is there a lack of information about the lakes? So we talk to young scientists as well as older urban planners, and also young scientists that tell us that a lot of the courses that they studied didn't really cover things that are locally relevant to them. They would cover, and the older man also kind of corroborates that. He says they were taught about Mississippi River, and these guys are taught about Tennessee River, but like, what about our local rivers? Because if you don't know like what you have, you won't feel that urge to protect.
Despite the disappearance of the lakes in Dar es Salaam, all hope is not lost. She reveals that during certain months of the year, the lakes resurface to reclaim their territory. This phenomenon has offered scientists optimism that the resources can potentially be restored permanently.
Can be summed up as human activity, human activity in terms of bringing settlements, in terms of dumping garbage, in terms of using the lake for other things, maybe agricultural sometime, but then that also kind of went away. So definitely human activities has impacted a lot. The scientists that we took there, they said it's possible for this place to be restored. And you can see, because during some of the months, you can't walk because it's like the water is really high up and can actually sink.
Thank you for spending time with me. I'm Steve Mokaya. Until we meet again, take care of yourself and the environment.